The new world calls for a new world religion as a context for our global diversity.
I am Christina Tehel. Here I recapitulate pivotal sections of first principles in direct quotes from Dr. Marc Gafni or Barbara Marx Hubbard, woven together from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths broadcast.
What would it mean to articulate a vision of a new world religion? A story of value that guides and challenges power, a countervailing force, and to actually articulate this story of value in a way that is binding. Religion, in its ideal form, is meant to be a system of value that guides power, an interior technology that guides the deployment of the artifacts of politics, public power, and external power. Every society has always had some version of a story of value that actually challenged power. That countervailing force was called spirit and was formalized in something called religion. And then modernity came along and religion collapsed for all of its corruption, its overreaches, its claims to know things that it didn't know. It's trying to control the sciences and stop the flow of knowledge and creativity. Religion became drunk with power. We need to actually establish, how do we establish value? How do we establish compassion and kindness as values? And what do those mean? Why does the human being have dignity? How do we know? Where does that dignity derive from? Is value real or is it not real? Is love real or not real? The new life conditions we're part of a whole that's inescapable, and we're living in the unbearable intimacy of that wholeness. We're collapsing value and colliding into each other. There's no place to hide, and there's no place to go. We live in a world space that's one space. Local spaces are almost irrelevant in multiple ways. Our supply chains, change of currency, politics, and vulnerabilities are completely interconnected. Everything is global. New life conditions require a new world story. Let's move from ethnocentric compassion to a larger universal vision of compassion. We call it eros. We call it love, our new vision of cosmoerotic humanism. We have free will. Our choices matter. Goodness matters. Beauty matters. We participate in that story of value of cosmos. We feel evolution moving through us. Cosmos has a real story of value, and we are part of that story. Cosmos has a direction, a purpose, and intrinsic meaning. We froze at this moment in modernity in which we had this loose, ill-defined sense of what the human being was. We said the human being is no longer a vassal or a serf or a slave. The human being has dignity as a separate self. That was a huge revolution. But we didn't work out the deeper structures of value. Our entire global system is governed by a pseudo-story of value, rivalrous conflict governed by win-lose metrics. If we don't replace that with a new story of value, a new world religion, we're gone. End game. We don't have a story equal to our power. When we don't have a story equal to our power literally destroys us at this moment in history where our power is exponential. The new world calls for a new world religion as a context for our global diversity.